role model for most startups, and each wants to be the Google for your query. But for the founders of Oodles, an ebook reader, Google's huge volume of free data and services provided the foundation for their platform for accessible reading. Oodles' motto is literature for one and all. Oodles gives users access to free downloadable ebooks every day. But of course, we might be more familiar with another ebook reader that we use daily. Anything ring any bells? So let's find out how Oodles can be the Google for your reading needs.
We are brothers, and we have always been passionate about books and learning. 3 years ago, we took this mission to empower every human with a mobile device to have access to a huge library of free books in local languages. We overcame a lot of hurdles. We are thrilled that we are pioneering the ebooks ecosystem in India. All we can say is that the digital revolution has just begun.
Giving billions access to the treasure of knowledge, an extensive library of books, and for free. That's what inspires this duo of enigmatic startup founders. The two have created an application for book lovers. This is Oodles Books. Meet the co-founder Ankit Goyal, a seasoned IITian who has worked with a couple of startups already and is using the wisdom acquired to make this ebook platform a scalable business. Kush Goyal, the co-founder, is another IITian with a startup. He also happens to be a true blue developer and has been making products for the last 3 years. This very nascent startup claims to be a treat for all book lovers. But how?
Oodles is an application to read ebooks and listen to audiobooks for free. So we have a wide range of books in multiple languages, and like Hindi, English, Italian, Chinese, and most of these books are in the public domain. So basically what that means is that these books don't have any copyright. So anyone can actually read them for free.
Being able to read books for free. Now that's priceless. With most avid readers discarding hardbound copies of classics for electronic books or ebooks, Oodles is poised to capitalize on the appetite for consumption of ebooks across every genre. A venture of the parent company Star Apps, founded by the two young men, the founders say the app is extremely popular for reading books across Android devices and has received a good response on iOS as well. As far as the stats go, Oodles has more than 3.5 million downloads. Not bad at all. Well, while the app does empower budding writers with a new way to publish, and of course voracious readers to discover and read ebooks, here's a question. How is Oodles any different from any other ebook reader?
We've been able to create a unique experience where it's seamless, it's flawless. You can download a book, and we have a top-of-the-notch ebook reader and an audiobook media player. So these things make us apart from all the apps which are out there right now.
So the app is available in 2 languages, English and Hindi. Now we have books and audiobooks in 2 categories. We can choose where to go. So if I go to books, I can see all the books arranged in a lot of categories. On choosing a book, they can simply go read the book's description and get the book. Similar to the books, the audiobooks can be browsed as top books, top authors, most popular books by country, categories. You can download it by going into any category and then listen to them from your audiobooks library.
I'm here in Daryaganj, which is home to some of India's biggest and most famous book publishers. So it makes a lot of sense that Oodles, which is this ebook reader company, is housed here. I'm excited to meet the founders, and I'm really curious to know about how they plan to make money when they give away their product for free.
Yes, that's right. Oodles gives you access to thousands of books on your mobile phones for free. So naturally, we want to know. Oodles competes with a giant like Amazon Kindle. How will it carve out a niche for itself? What is the target market which Oodles hopes to capture in India? Does Oodles have the scale and scope to expand beyond just an app?
Oodles is competing with ebook reader giants like Amazon. How does it plan to carve out a niche for itself?
The primary thing is that we are focused on indie authors in India. So reaching out to them, reaching out to the amateur authors in their local languages is going to be tough. We are somebody who's based in India, are from India. I think we have an advantage there. India as a nation, especially for digital books adoption, I think they would love that there's a platform which offers only the free books. So we definitely have some advantage there.
And what is Oodles' target market in India?
We are in the free books market and the indie markets. So we hope to at least get to around 20 to 30% of the indie book space.
If you think that Indians will read more just because they have more access, is digital really the solution?
India is a very price sensitive country. So as soon as you get in the picture, the price is low, more and more people would be eager to read and learn.
How do you plan to make money giving away a product for free?
You have a certain regular number of daily active users. You have a CTR, which is like how many people click your ads, and you have a CPC, which is like how much money you get paid per click. So if you multiply all those three, you get a number. So that number will keep on growing if we keep on increasing the audience.
People don't seem to be taking to digital ads the way that they are print ads in newspapers, for example. So do you really think that making money off of solely ad revenue is enough?
If you will see native ads is a brand new concept. Nobody ever thought of that. Then you have advertisement where the content itself is sponsored, which is there in the web also, but in the mobile space it really changes the experience because you are selling something which is useful. You're selling apps to users.
Well, while we admire this dynamic duo for its enterprising idea, we're still not convinced how Oodles will make money while giving away something as precious as books for free. But then again, it's not our verdict that matters. And here's what our mentors have to say. Meet Angad Rikhi, a venture capitalist and angel investor who operates as the deal flow and partnerships manager at United Seed Fund. He builds and manages the pipeline of prospective investments and analyzes their potential for multifold returns within 3 to 5 years. He's closely associated with startups and is known for his frank opinion on new ventures. Meet Padmaja Ruparel, the dynamic and outspoken president of one of the world's largest group of business angels, Indian Angel Network. Under Padmaja's leadership, IAN has gathered over 100 stellar companies in its portfolio that span 7 countries. She knows a good idea when she sees one.
This one's done some cool things because the interesting part is they've got a lot of downloads. I thought the user interface was really good. I thought that they've got an amazing selection of books, and I used the app yesterday. I really liked it.
They will have to build a brand. If they want those downloads to continue, they will have to build that repository of books, right? Even authors and publishers would want to go to platforms where they will be downloaded faster and more. So that is the second challenge. And the third is to do all that, to reach out, to create the brand, to reach the market, to deepen their penetration. I think they will need resources. So I think that resource mobilization is something they should think about.
Working in startups is often a battle with unpredictable circumstances. Whether you're one of those startups that we call cockroaches, trying to stay resilient despite changing market dynamics, or a unicorn, a rare billion-dollar valued startup that's working hard to hold on to that coveted title. Flipkart has been battling markups and markdowns of its billion-dollar valuation, but the unicorn company is undeterred. In fact, they just opened shop in the United States, practically in the backyard of another e-commerce giant, Amazon. Snapdeal, Flipkart's rival on our Indian home turf, has also opened data centers in the US. So one thing is clear, unicorn companies are expanding, and how? But we wanted to get some clarity on all this. How are these high-value companies really faring? Let's find out.
So I think Flipkart and Snapdeal have set up shop in US. So because this is more for attracting the right talent. I think Paytm also has an innovation lab in Canada. So all this is to attract the right talent and maybe get presence in the Western region where they probably have the biggest sources of funding, right? So I think it's a mix of that play. But the home turf, of course, is being definitely fought upon very massively. I think 4 or 5 players are fighting for that in the e-commerce space. So I think it's going to be a very tough fight, and I think it's going to be one which is going to last out for a while.
I would love to see many of the Indian unicorns win against the global competitors. So many of the Indian companies which have grown beyond a size, they believe they need to attract talent from all parts of the world to solve for some of the problems and challenges they are facing. We are doing something that many of these companies have done over 20 years in a period of 5 years. I think it's a great challenge and all of these companies should be up for this battle.